I do not know what she on. I got your being she on. Welcome to the Royal Palace. I am finna get into this third chapter. I'm finna pretend like TT don't exist because nobody likes to support on TT. I should have stayed on Rumble. I should have stayed on Rumble. Yes, the disrespect is real. I hope they bad.
That's all you get for free. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready.
Using it for recording content. Where do you be? I do not know what you see. I'm going in with the glee. I got your fishy and peas. I'm going in, I'm a beast. Recency. Rest in peace. I'm killing up every cheese. I'm smacking it up and I'm taking the cheese. I'm fucking that bad bitch every single week. I'm in peace. With the breathe. And for breathe. Till I need. But wait a second, man. I don't need to do all this. Where's the damn third chapter? Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Slacking, and more
2,
slacking.
3, 4, ready.
Turn this right here off. I don't know why. Yeah, we ain't gaming on no more, so we might as well turn that part off. Oh, well, I can't. But yeah. Cut this off. I don't really care to see you guys come in and out no more. The offense is always gonna be there. But yes, I am recording this episode on TT thinking that, kill two birds with one stone. I don't think I want to kill two birds with one stone after my experience. My game cut out. Couldn't play the game. Couldn't do nothing. So I think right now I'm just gonna read Chapter 3, Big Brothers. Oh, for those who don't know, I already did a chat. I did the interview with the author. If you want to watch the interview with the author, please check the link in my bio. It is there. Okay. So future content. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna make this friendly for YouTube because apparently I can't do the bullshit anyways. So just discipline. This is gonna be a first time on YouTube. I think I have the second episode of YouTube. Not sure. Not sure at all. God, I just post. I don't know. Anyway. Chapter 3, Big Brother. Why are you going to the store yourself? What? Why are you going to the store by yourself? Oh, okay. Why are you going to the store by yourself anyways? Jet integrated. Integrate. Why is there big ass words, bro? Damn, ninjas can't read like myself. Got these big ass words, bro.
2, 3, 4,
interrogated. Ready. Oh. Wow, I should have figured that out. Jet interrogated Kevin. They were walking back down Mandrake crossing 22nd Avenue. The group that was by the alleyway before wasn't there anymore. Just a few empty soda bottles and some snack papers. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody don't know, but I'm gonna say it now. This chapter right here is actually a pretty good damn chapter. I remember this chapter. Mind you, I read this maybe close to a year ago. Maybe, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. I don't remember when I told this man to write this, but I don't know. I wanted a honey bun, Kevin squeaked, shrugging his shoulders. Jet constant scowl as they walked only made Kevin duck his head down further. That's how he almost ran into cornrows again.
That's all you get for free.
He looked aggravated this time, but he stopped when he noticed Jet. What? He stopped when he noticed Jet. What's going down, Darius? Jet said. Ain't no thing, home. Darius replied. Antoine said, what up, by the way? Jet nodded. Yeah, I've been meaning to yap with him. Me and TK got some shit going on. Yeah? Cornrow eyes perked up at first. Jet looked down and snapped out of it. Yeah, but later. You see a little nigga on a beach cruising around here. Might been hollering ass like the one time was on him. Bro, you made this very difficult for me. But it's okay. Jet finally spoke. Cornrows raised his eyebrows and looked at Kevin. Damn! I hate how this thing did it. I just wanted to just scroll down, but I can't just scroll down. That was your bite, he said. Kevin looked confused and shocked. What? He instantly spoke up. One of them little niggas from the Razors was over here snooping around the session earlier. Came back through on a bike, pedaling his little ass legs off. Jet squinted and Darius with a confused expression. Nigga, you didn't think that was the same bike? Of course it was the same bike. Ninja, your bike ain't there no more. Kevin shared the same expression, only he seemed to be on the verge of tears. Jet instantly snapped. Man, wipe them bitch ass tears from your face. That'll make you cry for real. Yeah, that's what I would have said. I ain't even gonna lie. Out of everything Jet has said, that is one of them that I say in real life. Stop crying if I give you something to cry about, nigga. What's wrong with you, bro? Man, wipe them bitch ass tears before I make you cry for real. He barked, which made Darius snicker. Just flinched at him. Nigga, what you laughing at?
3, 4.
You let them jive ass suckers. Oh yeah, he ain't lying. You let them drive ass suckers take off of my little brother bike. Darius sucked his teeth and shrugged. I saw his face though. It was a little ugly nigga. And be with Donnie Huggins. Darius replied. St. Ave, Jet said. Nah, the other one. They look just alike. I don't know his name, but I know who you talking about. He hang with the Broncos sometimes, right? Who the f*** is the Broncos, bro? Boy, yeah, I got some questions, but you be just coming up with these names, G. You just be coming up with these names with no explanation, my G. Oh, TikTok took me down. Oh, bet. Now I can do this comfortably. Anyways. Nah, the other one though. They look just like.
1, 2.
I don't know his name,
4,
but I know who you talking about. He hang out the Broncos sometimes, right? Right. Him, Donnie. And St. Ave, all from the same neighborhood. Same neighborhood off the 101 in Razor. Man, people is liking that post. Am I live? I'm still live? Nah. Ain't no way. Yeah, I'm still live. Yeah. How y'all gonna like the post and up come to the damn live? Oh, weird asses. Oh, that's so weird. Ugh, it's cringy. Y'all some cringy people on TT. Anyways. Nah, the other one they look. Check off on my little brother bite. I saw his face though. It was a ugly nigga. Right, him, Dunny, and Saint.
1,
St.
2,
Ave,
3,
all
4,
from
ready.
the same neighborhood off of 101 Street and Razors. Jet let out a big sigh and rubbed his face. He went from mad to somewhat stressed. He said he went from mad to somewhat stressed. What's going on, Unc? That man say you went from mad to somewhat stressed. What that means, that neighborhood is not something to play with, okay? Kevin had never seen him like this. He brought a stiffness to, let me see what, stiffness to his chest and bubble in his gut that made him straighten up. He looked at Jet. He looked at Jet, took a deep breath, and said, "So let's go get my bike then." Yo, this man said he's gonna go get his bike. I'm sorry, your bike is gone, bro. The way that man Jet was just looking, it's looking like your bike might be up for. Look like your boy Jet don't want to die for that bike, man. Jet don't want to take that L, my brother. That's what it's looking like.
1, 2, 3, 4, ready.
Jet and Darius both looked at Kevin and then at each other. Jet started a Kev. Listen, I know you upset. Kev cut him off. Yeah, straight up, bro. Why we talking, bro? Why the fuck is we talking? My bike got and you want to converse with me? You don't want to converse at all. We don't want to converse. We want that bike. Now I'm thinking like Kevin. Now I'm thinking like the boy Kevin. You told me, man, a man handled his business, and by standing his ground, if any fool try to punk him, I want my bike back, so let's go get it. My man. He's taking your advice, Jet, and you look like you ain't trying to let him stand on it, bro. Tighten down, G. Let this man be great. This my wife? It is.
That's all you get for free.
1, 2, 3, 4, ready.
Both looked at Kevin. Let's go get it. Kevin demanded. He was screaming on the inside and fighting the urge to cry, but he stood firm and held his head up against the stares from Darius and Jet. Darius nodded slowly, and Jet just had a small grin on his face before saying, "That's my little brother." Kevin didn't smile, but he did on the inside. As the boys walked up on the sidewalk, hey, one of them Razor motherfuckers Jack Cass bike. Why this shit so nostalgic, bro? Oh, been there, done that, been there, felt that. Okay. Alright, what's going on, y'all? Hey, I followed you. You couldn't even send a like, big dog. Come on, bro.
That's all you get for free.
1, 2,
Come
3,
on, bro.
4,
Why would
ready.
you come here and not show any kind of yeah? You know what? No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Anyways, back to the chapter. Wait, huh? Jet just looked annoyed as Kevin watched as an older woman come out of the house. Come out the house wearing what looked like a pink bathrobe and 2 washes away from being a pile of threads. Her hair was done into a tight bun with a slick edges, and her makeup looked freshly put on. Troy, hurry up with that trash. I want these dishes cleaned up before I leave for work, she yelled out before disappearing back into the house.
2, 3, 4, ready.
Troy shared the same annoyed look as Jet for the moment. Who Jet? What again? TK asked again. I'm sorry, the gangsterisms in this book is just funny. One of them Razor niggas stole Kev's bike outside the store on Mandrake Boulevard. Jet repeated, "Which one?" Kevin just blurted out, "Your real name, Troy?" With a small giggle and got him quick slap up beside the head from Jet. Damn, Jet real name, Troy? What I just read? Kevin just blurted out your real name. TK's real name is Troy. Okay. Your real name Troy with a small giggle. Yeah, okay. The little one that hang with St. Ave and Donnie. Jet said TK looked puzzled for a second,
3, 4,
and
ready.
then snapped a finger with a aha face. That little nigga Birdie, that's Donnie's little brother, TK finally said. Kevin's heart slowly sank. The mention of Donnie Huggins and the Razorboys. And stop being scary. Wasn't taken lightly. TK let out a long sigh before looking at his front door. Look, I will help y'all. I will help, but but y'all see how mom is already tripping. The boys just looked at each other and rolled their eyes. Scary ass ninja. Scary ass ninja. TK, go back upstairs. You made him the head of Yadrin. YR. Tighten down, bro. You made that man the head of the game, bro. You made him the head of the game. What game? We ain't gonna talk about it yet. Leroy's still on
That's all
lockdown
you get for free.
for coming
1,
home late the
2,
other night.
3,
I
4,
think Mason
ready.
had a birthday party to go to. Jet just kissed his teeth again and looked at Kevin, who simply looked back with hopeful eyes. Jet eyed TK down for a second second before letting out a small scuff. I don't know what that is. We going to what the whoa. We going to go get my brother's bike back, he said before tapping Kevin's shoulder and leading the way down the 16th Avenue towards Watson. Ooh-wee. Welcome those who are here. The G bus was always crowded this time of the day. Kevin just stuck close to the Jet, hanging on by the tail of his shirt as the bus bounced around the street. A lot from the people on the bus were sweaty,
1, 2,
and the air
3,
conditioning
4,
on the
ready.
bus was working overtime, and it barely made a difference. Many of the older women were fanning themselves with church programs and pamphlets. The smell of the fried food and piss was abundant, with the whiff of every neighborhood they passed coming in through the cracked windows. They had been on the bus for only 15 minutes, and Kevin already rethinking his decision. What? You better stand on it, boy. You gotta stand on it, boy. Talking about you rethinking your decision. Well, you gotta stand on it. Was the bike even worth all of this? Maybe not. Upcoming stop, Razor Street. Next stop, Parkman Avenue, said the grouchy voice over the PA system. Jet simply tapped Kevin's shoulder and began to move towards the door in the middle of the bus. People made faces as the boys shoved through, mumbling curses every now and then. A few people why I said it like that. A few
1,
people
2,
even
3,
got into an
4,
argument
ready.
over a stepped-on shoe as the boy stepped off the bus. Jet looked back at a young black girl who two afro puffs in her head. She was wearing shorts and a cut-off t-shirt that had a piece of sign painted on it. Her shoes looked worn and faded, but her body was curvious and filled with lumps that made Jet's second look. Man, who are you describing? Who is this bop you describing? Made Jet's second look. And the boy stepped off the bus. Jet gave her backside and quick slap and a quick motion snatched Kevin off the steps, just barely missing the boy's head as he flew off
1,
onto the
2,
sidewalk.
3,
What
4,
the-
ready.
What did you just describe? Jet could only laugh as Kevin stood confused, shocked that the girl could be seen through the window, cursing up a storm, pointing at Jet. Man, what the fuck? Kevin blurted out. Damn, that little 10-year-old got a little potty mouth. Both the boys instantly stopped, stared at each other, shocked. Jet began to smirk. Kevin looked scared. Don't tell mama, was all Kevin could muster up. Man, what the? As Jet burst out and laughing. Man, bring your scary ass on and let's go get your bike. How you gonna call him scared? The man was just having second thoughts his damn self. Kevin stood nervous and eventually followed along, slowly beginning to laugh at himself. The cut through the alley leading to 101 Street, the walls were lined with graffiti.
1, 2,
The
3,
Razorboys.
4, ready.
All sorts of other stuff were lined along the bricks. Named the rest in peace murals, the sound of gunshots snapped Kevin back into reality. He looked around and saw Jet had kept walking. The shots sounded off again, they sounded distant. Oh God, they in the hood for real. He quickly ran to his big brother's side as they reached the 101 Street and Bronco gas station, sitting right on the corner. The good news was they saw Kevin's bike. They found the bike. I ain't gonna lie, I crashed out about my bike. Take my bike, I'm crashing out. I remember. No, I'm not gonna give you a story time in the middle of reading. The good news is that they saw the bike plain as day, right out in front of the store. The bad news was it sounded like it was by a group of what looked like 20 boys and a few looked like grown men.
2, 3,
And a few
4,
had a
ready.
bumper jackets and red razors. Across the back. Well, y'all in someone else's territory. You just two ninjas. Why did they go get this bike? Kevin gulped for a moment. Jet stood firm for a second before dragging Kevin out across the street to the other side. His heart was pounding, and closer they got. It almost looked as if the group was noticing them. More and more head turns and stares landed on Kevin and Jet as they distance closed. Why would they stare at a bunch of children? I guess children was a threat back in the days too, huh? Wait a second, what the hell? He was following Jet's head, staying at his place. The bike was right beside the door of the gas station. The Razorboys were all spread across the gas pump and the parking lot, talking amongst themselves. Some was showboating their women off. Some
1, 2,
Some were
3,
even
4,
sending a
ready.
few girls off into the cars, while another few girls were coming back from and handing money back to the tall kid. Right at the entrance at the Bronco. Okay, I got it. That was prostitution at its finest. They were getting pimped out. That's how those hoes be making their money. Okay. He was a light skin, looked to be a little bit older than Junior, with a mustache and a thin stubble of chin hair. His clothes looked freshly ironed, and he wore a tank top tucked into a pair of slacks, and finished off the outfit with a fresh pair of Relita sneakers. Right beside him sat a little kid that looked just like him without a facial hair. He was sitting on Kevin's bike, his baggy black sweater and pants draping over his scrawny little body as he leaned on the handlebars. Well, I can't wait till you make the scene into real life and I can see what you're
3,
talking
4,
about,
ready.
because I do not know what you're talking about. As far as outfit wise, you can explain to me later on a Friday, I guess. In that moment, Kevin went deaf. Everything turned into a hazy blur. There were flashes, instants of being on the ground, and in an instant, Kevin found himself dragging his bike away from the parking lot, out of breath, and a sweaty mess of his knuckles began to sting horribly. It was when he noticed they were bloody. That's when he was hearing returning. his hearing returned, and he suddenly heard Jet yelling, "Get the bike, dumbass, and ride the damn bike!" As he ran towards him. The razor was to the side of the kid in the black sweater, who was confused and bloody messed himself, along with several other boys who were holding swelling eyes and bloody noses.
1, 2,
and just
3,
as
4,
confused.
ready.
But this nigga blacked out and went on a beating spree. A little 10-year-old went on a beating spree. Somehow got his bike and somehow came to his senses once he had it in his hand, and his brother is telling him to take the fuck off. That is funny as hell. This ninja is just the ninja couldn't, he snapped. Poor Kevin snapped. Boy, man, you can't talk to no 10-year-old after he get mad. What the fuck is you talking about? Trust me, I know. I had one. His name. A few of the razors was licking out they switchblades. Some were starting to chase after the boys. Jet jumped into the back of the wheel and balanced himself on the seat. Kevin stood up, pumped his little blades as hard and fast as he could, barreling them back down 101 Street towards the other end of the block. Kevin still wasn't sure what had happened as they slowed down through the Van Drake Boulevard. He just sat in the parking lot of the 365 and caught his breath, drenched in his own sweat. Jet had hopped off a mile back and decided to walk, bringing himself to a staggering halt next to Kevin as the boys huffed and puffed for air. "What happened?" Kevin finally asked Jet. Jet looked at Kevin with a stunned look on his face. He studied his hand, the blood beginning to trail down his forearms and smear onto some of his clothes. Kevin touched his face. He could only feel a scrape across his chin and a sore knotting up right under his left eye as well. There was also a metallic taste of blood in his mouth. How he get the bite back?" Kevin asked.
That's all you get for free.
Again,
1,
his voice for
2,
some reason
3,
raspy
4,
and
ready.
hoarse, like he'd been yelling for hours. Jet still had said no word, but he finally spoke. "What's going on, Kai, my brave?" "What? Wait. No. His friend is lying. It's not my friend. I don't know who that person is. It's not my friend." That night, Kevin fell fast asleep. He woke next morning. Wait a second. I'm skipping. Jet still had him words, but he finally spoke. "Nah, dawg. You got your bite back. You did." Kevin just looked confused, still looking at his hands. The pain was starting to get more and more as he calmed down. The night Kevin fell fast asleep, he awoke the next morning in the same clothes sprawled across the bedroom floor. His hands is bloody bandage mess. He didn't even remember putting bandages on his right hand that
1,
night.
2,
The sun
3,
rays
4,
forced
ready.
his eyes open and cursed, and the crust from drooling still etched across his face. The sudden stare of Jet sitting on the bunk bed startled Kevin to stand up. Word. I'm not even gonna say anything. Y'all just gonna leave anyway. Which he quickly regretted as his entire body went into the marathon of sore pain. I guess I can reiterate what I'm doing. I am reading a book. It's my friend's book, Los Aldeas. You can find the book in the description on my link tree. What else? And I'm just reading a chapter every day for him. Content creating, pretty much. It's free content, good content. So that's what I'm doing. I'm commentating and reading this book called Los Aldeas. for the record, I paid for this book.
That's all you get for free.
1,
It
2,
is on Kindle.
3, 4,
So,
ready.
I'm not ashamed to download and do the absolute most, unlike I guess a few other. Adrenaline starting to wear off. Oh, wait a second, we already. You handle your bit. You talk about. We're straight into the one starts. Oh, wait a second, where we at? Regretted his entire body. Adrenaline starting to wear off. Adrenaline, what? Kevin said. Kevin replied. Jet just sighed and shook his head. He stepped down. So about yesterday, Jet said plainly. Yeah, you never told me what happened. 1 minute we walking, and the next minute I'm dragging my bike and my hands is bloody, Kevin said. So you really don't remember none of what happened? Jet asked. I told you, boys, that nigga blacked out. The nigga blacked out. Put hands on. He put little baby paws on. He's 10 years old. He's over here doing what he do best. Beating the brakes off of little ninjas out here, okay? Yeah, you never told me what happened. 1 minute we walking, and the next minute I'm dragging my bike and my hands is
2,
bloody.
3, 4,
So you
ready.
really don't remember none of that of what happened? Kevin just shook his head with a shrug, dumbfounded. Jet took a deep breath before he said, we was walking up. I was calling your name, but you was acting like you couldn't hear me. You had this look in your eye too. I ain't never seen it before. You know how a dog look before he bites you? Jet seemed to be struggling to tell this story. Kevin seemed slightly stunned. His jaw was slowly dropping as Jet continued. You just walked right up to the boy, started swinging on him all while, I mean, it was crazy. A couple of the other little niggas tried to grab you. You started firing off on them too. Parked a couple fools out. You handled your business for sure. A gust of pride filled Kevin's chest. He smiled and slightly tilted his head back. A moment in relief wept over him, and he felt like a
1,
man.
2,
Oh
3,
shit, your
4,
boy Kev
ready.
felt like a man. Hey, Jess, long time no see. Yeah, this is the new content I'm doing, Jess. This is the reading Los Aldeas. I think I said I was gonna do this, but now I'm actually doing it, and yeah, this is what I'm doing now, at least for now. But let me finish this chapter off. This book is real good. Man, so he finally felt like a man, pretty much. He felt like a man. It's just one thing. When you was swinging on them, you kept yelling out, you think I'm a little nigga? You think I'm a punk? You think I'm punk to them dudes? That's what he had. That's what had me so fucked up yesterday. The shit was just, I don't know. The moment of pride was gone, quickly replaced with confusion. All he could do is stare at his bandages, wondering what this meant for his manhood. But hey, Jet said,
That's all you get for free.
that is the end.
1,
But is that the end
2,
of that chapter?
3,
No, it's
4,
not.
ready.
Kevin looked up, finally. Fuck what everybody you. Fuck anybody you. Fuck what the fuck is he saying? Fuck what anybody tell you. You a man in my book, little bro. You dig? A man if I ever seen one. Damn it. You never seen somebody do what Jet did. I mean, what Kevin did. Jet slapped the little brother of 5 and gave him a warm embrace and ended up with a quick slap up beside his head. Now, don't leave your bike outside no more, stupid ass. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the chapter 3 of Los Aldeas. If you guys want to watch the other chapters, check my link tree. I have 1 and 2. It will be there for at least 13 more days. Then it'll be gone. I'm going to be posting this chapter in a few. Probably after I close this live, I'm probably going to post this chapter on the Rumble. You guys can definitely stay tuned to it there.
That's all you get for free.
You guys
1,
want to watch
2,
the other
3,
reactions?
4,
It's
ready.
pretty much like this, minus the TT. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been on TT in a while. I'm here. But again, if you guys want to watch if you want to watch me react to the other chapters, go ahead and then stay tuned to the other chapters that's gonna come. That's it. And I appreciate you guys hitting that like button. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. I think that's the end of Rumble episode.